Hey everyone, my name is Adelwisha Putri. I'm a first semester clinical pharmacy student. This video is intended to fulfill my final semester assignment for my English course. In this video, I'm going to tell you a story entitled The Story of an Hour. So let's get into it. The story begins with the harsh reality of a young woman named Louise Millard. She was faced with the news of the death of her husband, Brantley. Her sister, Josephine, came to her house and told her this so meticulous. She did this not only because she was trying to convey a tragedy, but also due to Louise was suffering from heart disease. Josephine told this along with Richards. He was one of Brantley's companions. Richards later explained that he was the one who was in the daily paper office when the news broke about the railroad failure, with Brantley Millard leading the list of murdered. Without further ado, he couldn't bear to hold in the horrifying news and immediately rushed off to convey it. Hearing all that, Mrs. Millard sobbed once, then sobbed again and again until she cried bitterly in her sister's arms. She went upstairs and locked herself in her room, not letting anyone take care of her. There, Louise sat pensive, with her head tossed back upon the pad of the chair. Looking out an open window, she saw trees, smelled approaching rain, and heard a seller crying over his products. She heard someone singing, as well as the sounds of sparrows. And there were fluffy white clouds hanging in the bright sky. Just like a child who cried itself to rest, then wailed in its dreams, she fixed her gaze on one of the patches of cerulean sky. Gradually, she felt apprehensive, then tried to suppress the building emotions within her but couldn't. She finally had to concede herself and heard a small whispered word gotten away her, repeating the word, "free," beneath her breath. Her heart beat quickly and she felt warm all over her body. The thought of her husband hit her mind, and she knew she would sob once more when she saw the kind, delicate hands collapsed in passing. But then, she imagined the years ahead which only belonged to her, and spread her arms out lightheartedly with anticipation. She would be free on her own, without anyone to oppress her. Louise realized that she had adored Brantley sometimes, but none of that matters to her anymore. She felt ecstatic with her newfound sense of independence. Free! Body and soul free! She kept whispering. Josephine was stooping some time at her door, begging Louise to come out. "Louise, open the entryway! I ask, open the door! You'll make yourself sick! What are you doing, Louise? For heaven's purpose, open the door! Go absent! I'm not making myself sick." As we all know, she was fantasizing about all the days and years ahead and hoped that she would live a long life. After being satisfied thinking about her new life, she then opened the door and started walking down the stairs with Josephine, where Richards was waiting. However, they instead saw Richards blocking them below. The front entrance door is being opened with a latch key. The person who opened it was none other than Brantley Millard, Louise's husband, who had been said to be murdered. In fact, he hadn't been in the train accident or even aware that one had happened. Richards tried unsuccessfully to block Louise from seeing him, making her scream hysterically. The shock of seeing Brantley alive triggered Louise's heart condition. Doctors arrived and announced that Louise has died of the delight that murders. That is the end of The Story of an Hour. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with the doctor's statement? In my opinion, it is not the delight that murders, as the doctors believed, but more likely the disappointment that only Louise and we know about. Thank you for taking your time to click and watch this video. See you!